Good morning to ya. So this is completely way off. I understand. It's your St. Patrick's Day cocktail show live from the Blue Monkey Quarantina. A couple things. It is live. Paul, it's not St. Patrick's Day anymore. It could be. It could be. And I will tell you that after the day we had yesterday, it still feels like it's a little St. Patrick's Day for me. Comedy of errors. And a lot of research last night ended in we couldn't do the show from, I'll tell you the story inside. Anyway, we are here. We do have a cocktail show for you, though. We're coming to you on the day after St. Patty's Day. It's season 6, episode 8. We're still calling it the St. Patrick's cocktail. Why? I'll explain in here. Come on in. Blue Monkey Quarantina. It's green today. Among a lot of things. Anyway, only business, monkey business, and shamrocks, and leprechauns, and such. But we're here now. Let's see if we can make this work today. All right. Step 1. That's odd.
That is odd.
That's the camera. Try another camera. All right. Time lapse? Well, that's weird. Well, hold on. I know the camera's working. All right, we're here. I have an idea. Just bear with me. Then it's going to mess everything up for the other. Yep.
Oh, hi.
I didn't do that.
I'm not doing that.
Well, I didn't do that.
Can we not be on there?
Just hit the...
There we go.
Now, this will be interesting to see if it's working. So I'm going to leave that up to you. So bear with us, people, as we... Yeah. Let me just tell you, we are in 100% better condition right now, and we're barely got it to work. I mean, could you imagine us trying to do this last night?
One of us would not be here. Still.
One of us wouldn't have been here. It was. Needless to say, we researched the heck out of St. Patrick's Day yesterday. Learned a lot of things. Learned how many Guinness beers we could drink through a day. We knew that. We learned that we're just not good with shots anymore. I'm not.
We haven't been good with shots for a long time.
Anyway, we had shots. Yeah. Anyway, it was a comedy of errors, and it wasn't all going to work. And so anyway, here we are. It's all happy now, and we can still do this. And I had to do this for 2 reasons. One, here's the sad part. Before we went out yesterday, I actually had already done 8 minutes of research. I had everything set up. I mean, it was ready to go. Literally, all I had to do was plug in everything, and we were ready to go. We couldn't get it all plugged in. Wi-Fi wasn't working. Nothing was cooperating. Something that I was literally sitting right there was gone. I think it was the spirits telling us to just slow your roll.
Actually, I think I manifested not wanting to drink this drink.
Yeah, Shelby's put her foot down. She said, we need to take a whiskey break. We need a bourbon and whiskey break. And I said, well, here's the problem. It's St. Patty's Day, and we have to do Irish whiskey. I mean, it's a rule. And to top it off, the other reason that we're making this show this week tonight is because we have a dear friend's birthday, Mr. Don Ferfolia, who we wanted to give a shout out yesterday. Now it's today, and he suggested the cocktail for tonight. That's right, we're bringing you the Quarantine Dubliner cocktail. I mean, it doesn't get more Irish than that, does it? Oh. So, I will say this. We went the whole day without a green beer.
Correct.
But we had a green drink, and that's the only rule we live by. We had a green pina colada, oddly enough, at an Irish bar. How does that work? I mean, And that was the start of the day. That was the good side. Anyway, here we are, season 6, episode 8, doing the quarantine Dubliner cocktail. So I thought I'd start off with a little bit of some St. Patty's Day little things. I'm sure everyone knows, but so the holiday goes back to 1631. Are we up? We working?
We are working.
All right.
Good.
Yeah, it's a surprise show. There may not be anybody on. It's okay.
Some people.
We have people. Tens and tens of people.
Yes.
1631. This is Roman Catholic feast day for St. Patrick, who'd actually died in the 5th century. Here's the thing a lot of people don't know. His name was not, it wasn't St. Patrick originally. I mean, you get that once you change it, once you become a bishop. His name was actually Maewyn Succat. I think that's how you say it. Succat. I'm sure it wasn't suck it. But if it was, that'd be fun. That's what I would tell everybody. Suck it.
Trebek.
Yeah, suck it, Trebek. Anyway, Maewyn Succat. Fast forward, it wasn't until 1762 we had the first Irish St. Patrick's Day parade in New York City. So that was, so we've done a lot. Here's the part that will completely blow your mind, because I know this wasn't yesterday. Used to be a dry holiday. Uh-oh, camera.
Bye.
All right, we're still here. I just updated everything. I don't know. Anyway, it used to be a dry holiday. Pubs, this is Ireland now, we're going over. They would close the pubs because it was a religious holiday. So the pubs would be closed, so it was a dry holiday. You have to give another shout out and thanks to, are you ready for this? The U.S. Because we really got beer introduced to the holiday, specifically green beer. That was a USA.
Of course it is.
Of course it is.
That was a year hold my beer.
Yeah. But this goes back too. You ready for this? You got to give credit. They actually found and credit one person for the introduction of green beer. Right? It was in 1914, Dr. Thomas Curtin. And he celebrated by providing green beers at a party for St. Patrick's Day. Here's the funny part. Here's a little thing people don't know. To make green beer, you don't really want to use green food coloring. What you should use is blue food coloring, because the blue and yellow, that'll give you the right color green. If you try to use green, it gets too dark. And if you've ever done that, we've done that, it'll make it just almost black. It's too dark. So it is actually blue food coloring
Which
they used.
Explains why I do not like green beer. That's so strange.
I don't know what. Anyway.
I'm still manifesting.
Yes, still manifesting. So, of course, he didn't use blue food coloring, though. He used blue detergent.
That's terrifying.
And they said it was still pretty good. So that's how good the beer was. Oddly enough, last blue fact I will give you, and then we'll get into this. While green is what we always see, blue actually was the Irish color way back in the day. Green became the color for Ireland when they were fighting the Irish Rebellion to get independence from the English crown. That's when they actually started using green. Before that, it was blue. Are we okay?
Yeah.
All right. Setting hat down. All right. You ready? So this drink, this is what we put in this pool of new classic cocktails. So these are cocktails that get made not that long ago. So this is actually only going back to 1999. And the gentleman we're going to give the guy we have to give credit to, his name is Gary Reagan. He went by Gaz. He's originally from England, Blackpool. That's a horrific place to live. Blackpool's not much better. But and he moved to the U.S. in the 70s. Manhattan, New York specifically. Paper, it's fine. Tape. Dog. Yeah. And there's a lot. Gaz, not tragically, but he died like in 2000 and maybe around 18, so not that long ago. But what I found fascinating in my 8 minutes about him is he started bartending, but he actually prided himself as a writer. So he actually started writing. He was in the 90s. He got a job working at writing for Food Arts magazine, Wine Enthusiast, the Malt Advocate. Now that's a fun magazine. I would, that'd be a fun one to write for. And are we good?
Yeah, the cameras keep sweeping around.
There's one. I mean, they see the cocktail magic.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'll have to reset all that. And then in 91, he wrote The Bartender's Bible. So, of course, every good bartender writes a cocktail book, such as myself. If you haven't grabbed your copy of the Blue Monkey Quarantine, I don't know. That one's, if you haven't. There we go. Blue Monkey Quarantine, and there you go. Anyway, that was a shameless plug. And then he ended up, his greatest writing that he thought he got to do was for the San Francisco Chronicle, and he was the Cocktailian. That was the name they gave him, the Cocktailian. I thought that was good. So, for goodness sakes, Paul, make the drink. You ready for this drink? Shelby, you're going to love it. It's got whiskey. So, we're coming in. It's a stir. We'll put some ice in our coupe, get those chilled. And then basically it's a riff on a Manhattan. So difference being, first, you've got to use Irish whiskey. Boop. We're going with the Sexton. I've really fallen in love with this Irish whiskey. It's quite delicious. And a lot of people who don't like whiskey or Irish whiskey, I'll start them off on this. So we're going 2 ounces. And one for Shelby. Oh, it's going to go down easy tonight, huh? All right. Then we're going to do sweet vermouth, red vermouth, half an ounce. So that'll be 1 ounce total. Then we're going to come in with Grand Marnier. So, and you really want to use the Grand Marnier. You can kind of sub these out every once in a while, like a triple sec or an orange. But this has got that cognac base to it, and that's really what you want. Something half an ounce, 1 ounce total, half ounce per. Then orange bitters. We all good? Coming in about 3 dashes, pretty heavy, so 6 total. 1, 2. And then that's it. There you go. So you're going to just stir. Now I know Dawn's got the ingredients. I'll be curious if you have all the ingredients, because one I had to kind of fib a little bit on.
I'm sure they do just for this.
They might, just for this. So the true garnish of this drink, well, let me not get too far ahead, all right? Let's pour these into their designated vessels. There we go. Looks lovely, right? Mm-hmm. The true garnish on here is supposed to be a green maraschino cherry. I barely have red maraschino cherries in this house, let alone a green one. So what I did, obviously the green is supposed to. I made my own. I made green pears. I took some pears, dyed them, Now, one other thing, because I'm going to orange this up, is Emergency. Emergency actually created as a celebratory. They have a green version of this that you can get normally this time of year. I'm unable to find it. So we just do a little couple sprinkles of Emergency. Orange, really boosting it up. Emergency, boosting your immune system since 1914, first parade. They were one of the float sponsors in the first St. Patty's Day parades in New York. Little known fact.
I love it.
Actually, completely unknown fact. All right, so here we go. Oh, it smells great. I do like a good Irish whiskey, though. Shelby's excited.
I'm just a little fatigued on.
Oh, yes. That's good. So, Dawn, you're right. I know this is I think this is a Dawn favorite now, Dawn and Dawn. It is. It's great. It's very mellow. Here, I'm going to come around.
Why are you coming around?
So you can cheers me.
Okay, I have to go to you because the camera's not working.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Doggone it.
Yeah, I keep telling you.
I bet you it's a loose cord. Anyway, we'll go right here. Look, boop.
Happy
Cheers,
birthday.
everybody. Happy birthday, Dawn.
We love you.
All right, coming back around. What do you think of that? Isn't that lovely?
Grand Marnier makes a difference.
It does. It really, that little orange layer in there, it's fantastic. So there you go. That's the Dubliner, quarantine style, of course, because that's what we do here. I will leave you with this. So Gaz, that's what his friends called him, Gary Gaz Reagan. He was a writer, and one of the things he wrote was an ode to the Irish pubs. I'm going to just give you the first part of it. It's a little long. I'm not going to recite the whole thing, but I'll give you the opening of the ode to Irish pubs. It seems like it's been more appropriate yesterday, but well, this is what we do here. So it kind of goes something like this. Some of my favorite joints in New York, Swift McSorley's Old Ale House, Mustang Sally's, are Irish pubs. Don't get me wrong. I love hanging at speakeasies and swank cocktail bars. But if you ask around, you'll hear that I often leave my Negroni on the bar to go find a pint of Guinness and a shot of Jameson when I'm on a cocktail crawl, which is pretty much exactly what we did yesterday. We left the cocktails on the bar and we went searching for Guinness and Jameson. So, happy St. Patty's Day. I know it's over, but just keep celebrating. That's what we're doing. And we'll see you next Sunday, right?
Yeah.
With something other than whiskey or bourbon. I think Rye January really got you.
Kept going and going. Turned into February.
Oh. Cheers. All right. We're out.